So here is my monthly budget that I work with, and I will go over it a little bit more in detail in just a second. Just want to, kind of give you a visual of what the whole spreadsheet looks like. This is done on an Excel spreadsheet, and it's nice and colorful in the computer, but I just had to print it in black and white because I don't have a color printer. But this is what it looks like, and this is my chicken scratch budgeting notepad that I just keep in my purse, and I could show you this in just a few minutes also. But I'm going to go ahead and go over the items on my budgeting list. As you could see here, you can see our incomes are at the top, and if you look below, this is a zero-based budget, and that is exactly what Dave Ramsey and Rachel Cruz recommend. And this is our first time trying it, actually. We did June, and now we're going to do July. And we're really excited because it's such an easy system that I cannot believe we've never tried it before. We never even thought about it, but it makes complete sense, and we're very much looking forward to hopefully sticking to this type of budget because it works very well. Okay, so as you can see here, this is our combined income right there. And then I take all these expenses, and then I subtract the expenses from the income, and that's how we get to the zero-based budget, and I just balance it so that at the end this number has got to be 0. So just the items that we have on here: income at the top, the expenses, beginning of the month. I separate it into 2 parts of the month. So you have beginning of the month, middle of the month, and then our sinking funds. So beginning of the month, as you can see here, we have our rent, we have our Honda lease. That contract actually just started this March, so unfortunately we have this with us for the next 3 years. But that does cover one of our 4 walls, which is transportation, and that's very necessary here in Southern California. Our public transportation is horrible, so we each need a car, definitely. Netflix is on here. Our Disney passes, this I got since last November. Obviously I wasn't doing the Dave Ramsey plan at that time, but $71 a month. I know that's a little pricey. It's for myself, my husband. My son is still 2, so he still gets in free. And this will be ending in November. Babysitting, I pay it twice a month. So beginning of the month and the middle of the month, it's $150 per pay cycle. Our phones, we each roughly pay about $60 for our phones. The line of credit, now this line of credit is actually a balance transfer that I did to cover a student loan that had a super high interest rate. So what I did is I took about, I want to say $14,000 of one of my really large loans, and I threw it into this line of credit so I could have a 0 interest rate for a year. Middle of the month, we have our car, that's a purchase, and babysitting again, my Nelnet, which is also a student loan, or my Wells Fargo student loan, the line of credit. I pay the bigger lump sum of the line of credit the second part of the month. And then this is a breakdown of our sinking funds that I actually started to go cash out. So we have groceries, eating out, personal/household, gas, gifts, clothes, car expenses, expenses for my son Damien, Christmas, and as you can see, all this balances out to 0. And over here I have just my notes, my kind of chicken scratch that I have handy in my purse so I can make, little changes, or if I want to kind of move around money in the sinking funds, or write myself notes as to what I have to buy for the month and stuff like that. I keep all this in the planner I showed in a previous video, and I keep this all in my purse. So that is my actual budget with the numbers plugged in. Thanks for watching.